I'm independent.
How independent were you, for example, when you look at the 11 charges against Rigathi Gachagua in the bill by Mouthy?
Yes, I was very clear.
You did everything by your own?
Yes.
Why did you tell the public that it's President Ruto who directed you?
I was talking in my village. That's a different talk.
Okay. Then for accountability purposes, we can have this brief soundbite and take a look at what you said. You told the president this in December.
Mtazamaji, wacha nianze na kusema hivi ya kwamba wakati mwingine unapaswa tu kujua ya kwamba huyu mtu ambaye unamtetea ama hiki kitu ambacho unakifanya si vyema ama si nzuri, kwa sababu kinaweza kukutia mashakani. Nasema hivyo kwa sababu ni vigumu sana kumtetea mwizi ambaye hata na wewe mwenyewe unajua kwamba huyu mtu ni mwizi na hakuna chochote ambacho naweza nikafanya ili nibadilishe ama jinsi ambavyo watu wanamuona. Kuna huyu mwanamke ambaye anaitwa Gladys Shollei ambaye ni naibu wake Wetangula pale speaker wa ubunge, anajaribu kumtetea William Samoei Ruto. Na leo hii asubuhi kule Citizen TV alikuwa anajaribu alikuwa anaulizwa maswali na anajaribu kujitetea. Leo ndio nimegundua kwamba kumbe Shollei anakuaga stamara, yani anasuasua akizungumza, kwa sababu anahepa yale maswali ambayo anaulizwa na Ayub. Na napenda jinsi ambavyo Ayub alikuwa analeta maswali.
Be complaining like wananchi.
How independent
it is your job to get solutions.
This is my question, that how independent are you as the woman rep for Uasin Gishu County, for example, to make decisions? That's the question.
What do you mean, what independent to do what?
How independent is Parliament in your view?
Believe me, there is so many. Parliament is an extremely powerful.
Okay, how independent?
Parliament is a very extremely powerful. Is a very powerful tool that you have. You can raise issues. Like the other day, we know that we had some issues with Shollei.
We're out of time.
We got them.
The question is, how independent are you as a member of that house?
I'm independent.
How independent were you, for example, when you look at the 11 charges against Rigathi Gachagua in the bill by Mouthy?
Yes, I was very clear.
You did everything by your own?
Yes.
Why did you tell the public that it's President Ruto who directed you?
I was talking in my village. That's a different talk.
Okay. Then for accountability purposes, we can have this brief soundbite and take a look at what you said. You told the president this in December.
You're blowing the wind.
Okay, shortly we'll be getting this. This was in the aftermath of... yes, here we go.
I am grateful to be here to fellowship with you here today. It is a great day, and it's a day that we just give thanks. You know, I'm one of these people, I'm told to speak briefly, I speak briefly. Your Excellency, I'm your loyal foot soldier. When you tell me speak briefly, I speak briefly. If you tell me Gachagua ende nyumbani, Gachagua anaenda nyumbani. So I always follow orders, and I will follow those orders today, and therefore I'll be very brief. I've just come to say thank you, Your Excellency, for supporting this church. I also want to say thank you very much to Honorable Sudi, who spearheaded the construction of this church.
How do you respond to that?
No, by the way, let me tell you. Let me explain to you something. By the way, remember the president, that was his deputy. Yes. And by the time we made a decision as a coalition and coalition of other parties that we are going to support this cause, we lobby among ourselves. But of course, you have to ask the appointing authority if it's okay.
Okay.
So it was never about the charges. It was
so let's have the feedback.
The charges. Hold on.
Okay. Anaulizwa hivi, anajaribu kuleta, lakini anaregeshwa pale pale. Hadi akaulizwa kwamba unasemaje, kwa sababu wewe ni mmoja wapo kati ya watu ambao walichangia sana kumtimua Rigathi Gachagua ofisini. Na anasema kwamba yeye alikuwa anazingatia yale mambo ambayo William Samoei Ruto alikuwa anayasema. Yeye alikuwa mfuasi wake William Samoei Ruto. Ndio maana nimeanza na kusema ya kwamba wakati wote ukiona kwamba unajaribu kumtetea mwizi ambaye kila mtu anajua kwamba ni mwizi, jihadhari, kwa sababu utajiweka mashakani, utajidia kwenye shida kubwa. Sasa mtazamaji, ningependa utazame hii video mpaka mwisho, jinsi ambavyo huyu mwanamke aliamua kujiaibisha mbele ya umma, mbele ya watu, mpaka Havi pia anakubali ya kwamba anaona aibu kumsaidia William Samoei Ruto, kwa sababu imefika pale ambapo William Samoei Ruto hataki kuwasikia kabisa. Hakuna chochote ambacho wangesema ambayo William Ruto angetaka kusikia kutoka kwao. Ushaelewa? Sasa mimi
Grand Coalition government.
I think I've been quoted on this before. Yeah. I said there is one election that Raila Odinga won, 2007. But he loved his country enough to step down, because he could have put up a fight with it, but he stepped down, agreed to become prime minister, just for the country to have peace. And I think for that we should honor him.
And why don't other players then, to have this conversation, ladies and gentlemen, also bear such credentials when to be visionary, to think big about stability? Because yes, if you read President Benjamin Mkapa, the late memoir, because he was one of the chief negotiators at the Serena talks, he mentions your party leader and the president by extension, Martha Karua, the NAK Kenya party leader, as the two placing childish obstacles on the way of peace until they were technically locked out of the meeting is when the conclusion was arrived at, which led to the birth of the Grand Coalition government. Why are politicians so stuck in the past and don't care about Kenya's stability and the well-being?
And that's why I'm saying we have something to learn from Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga, each time he has stepped up for Kenya, not for himself as a person. And I think that is credit we must give him.
But there are times that their actions are not good. Dr. William Samoei Ruto is one of the best men I've ever come across in my life. And I have no apologies whatsoever for supporting him. Why do I say so? By the time that I made a deliberate decision to support Dr. William Samoei Ruto, I had evaluated the choices. And I've learned to live with the consequences of my choice. Has he become bad? No, he hasn't become bad, but his conduct has become bad. To a large extent because of his associations. And I'll say this without any fear of contradiction, Madam Speaker. There are times we will speak with the Deputy President for hours, giving him advice on what to do insofar as legal matters are concerned. I don't think he listens to us anymore.
You mean the current Deputy President or the former?
Then he was a Deputy President. He listened to us. And it is because of listening to us that we're able to mount a formidable challenge against the onslaught of President President Uhuru Kenyatta against him. That is why we succeeded. He listened. Today, he doesn't listen. I plead with you, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, please just listen to the people who mean well for you. On my part, mimi nimekubali mashtaka, usinifinye sana, nimekubali haya mambo yanitoke.
So you have licked
tulifanya makosa yalifanyika. Mutusamehe. And that is
sielewi kabisa na leo hii sasa ndio matokeo yanaonekana. Yaani matokeo yapo. Bado tunaona matokeo, lakini wewe bado tu unajifanya kwamba wewe una kiburi chako, unajaribu kutetea yule mtu mmoja tu ambaye kila mmoja anajua kwamba maneno yake si mazuri ama mienendo yake si mazuri. Hataki wa Kenya waendelee, hataki kuona maendeleo, yani anajipenda mwenyewe. Alafu bado unakuja unapewa platform, unajaribu kumtetea yule mtu mmoja. Mtazamaji, naomba mtazamaji utazame video hii mpaka mwisho na usisahau kuniambia maoni yako kwenye sehemu ya maoni ujue je, ni kwa nini unahisia unafikiria kwamba hao watu wanajaribu kutetea William Ruto ilhali wanajua kwamba huyu jamaa yenyewe mambo yake si mazuri. Imefika pale ambapo watu wote wamekosa amani, yani wamekosa imani kwa huyu jamaa. Hata wao wenyewe wanajua vizuri kwamba wao wenyewe wamekosa imani naye, lakini watazidi tu kushikilia wanasema kwamba wanashikilia tu ndoano ili angalau ikifika mwaka 2027 pengine inaweza ikashika, inaweza ikanasa samaki mmoja au wawili, lakini samaki tayari washaondoka. Samaki washaondoka kwenye chama chao. Na uliona mpaka jana mtu kama anaitwaje gavana wa Nairobi Sakaja anatoroka anaenda kule upande wa ODM, maana anajua kwamba ODM kunaweza kuwa na kakitu. Mtazamaji, niambie maoni yako na pia usahau kubonyeza alama ya subscription ikiwa tunakutana kwa mara kwanza, na vyema pia uniambie unatazama ukiwa wapi, na vile vile sitasahau kuambia shukrani sana kwa wale ambao pia washanipa support, kwa sababu bila support yenu basi hii channel hizi ikafika hapa pale ambapo imefika, na nawashukuru sana na wapongeza, na nasema zidini kutazama hii video channel hii na mzidi kunipa support yenu, kwa sababu nyinyi ndio maana niko hapa, na nawashukuru sana. Tukutane kwenye video ambayo inafuata ikiwezekana. Nimekuwa wako Boniface Owino. Bingo.
Says and his members of parliament who really support him, you don't hear them from the people of Kenya. He has actually said that we have a very good health insurance scheme that now the people of Kenya are very happy. I was attending a Harambe in Nyahururu this weekend because now these are the people that we are offering services. The hospital bill is 1.2 million. SHA has paid 78,000. And you want those people to actually believe that they now have a very good insurance health fund. And they are actually very happy about it. I wonder whether Honorable Gladys Shollei actually knows that the funding model that she's speaking about has actually been scrapped now, and they have gone back to the old
There's reconsideration process.
Yeah, they have actually now gone to the old funding model, the one that she's now speaking about, because it was untenable. Why is it that this development that they are saying that Kenya is actually now a changed country, Kenya is moving country, Kenya is a growing country? Why is it that the people of Kenya cannot actually feel what she's actually saying? Why is it that this development and the things that they are speaking about are only being felt by the president and the members of parliament who actually support him? Why is it that the fertilizer that she speaks about of 7,500, if you go to farmers in Kuharaka, in Nyakio Ward, in Nyandarua, one of the highest producers of cabbages in Kenya, they will not tell you that they have seen that fertilizer. They actually have given up because they go for the fertilizer in Naivasha. They will go for it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a week after, 3 weeks, and they never get it. Unless you want to say that this fertilizer is only available to the people of Uasin Gishu.
And why did you support the fertilizer subsidy program by the government when you came to power?
Because when we started, I have told you,
It was a good idea.
it was a very good idea. We have to increase productivity. If you are able to grow our economy, especially for the agricultural counties, we have to increase our productivity. Why would I not support Ayub? If indeed we are getting fertilizer cheaper than it was supposed to be gotten, but at the Okrao NCPB, people are not getting the fertilizer. At the Naivasha NCPB, people are not getting fertilizer.
Okay,
if they ever get fertilizer, let me finish. I also didn't disrupt you. If they ever get fertilizer,
I've kept Mohammed in the silence room for.
okay, yeah, he's actually coming in. Yeah. If they get the fertilizer and the fertilizer is actually substandard, is of low quality, it has sand, and there are things that we are getting from our people, why then do we continue supporting such a program?
Okay. Yes,
you know, the role of the counties, the county governments,
yes.
The governors are the ones you should hold to account, because they should have made sure that the fertilizer is distributed to every single outlet in the villages. So that, and you are a senator and you're supposed to oversight governors. So why haven't you asked your governor?
I wish she was honest. If she was honest, she'd know that a part of the additional allocation to counties that we passed is fertilizer money to be given to the counties to buy the fertilizer themselves so that they can distribute.
Okay.
But President William Ruto and the administration, they actually refused.
Okay.
So how do you tell me you are the one that is buying the fertilizer, you bring it at your own convenient time, you bring it at the depot, you have your own person at the depot, and then you tell me that you now want me, after it is at the depot, to distribute? We actually
agriculture is devolved.
It's a devolved function. What is William Ruto doing with the agriculture?
Okay.
Why is he buying fertilizer if it's devolved?
So this is your problem as the people in government. So it's not us or the president. You are part of Kenya Kwanza. Right?
It is. We are leaders.
Yes.
We are in parliament, and so when I see a problem, I don't point fingers at the president. I do my role as a legislator. So you as a senator,
as legislators,
you as a
did
senator,
our role by
should summon. You should
let me ask her this.
You should summon his governor,
yes,
and ask why it's not been distributed. Today, I can confirm to you, like Elgeyo Marakwet County, they have all the fertilizer is in the outlets in
what
the village.
What is saying? It's only working in Rift Valley.
Okay.
Yeah, you keep quoting Rift Valley. Of course,
no, but that's your job. What have you done as a senator?
So this is
conditional allocation.
Even I, Nelson Hardy, am experiencing problems getting fertilizer from NCPB.
Council, order.
And what has Senator done?
I have passed that conditional allocation. I said, give these monies to the governors. What is the national executive doing?
That is something that you have proposed. But for now, but I'm just saying for now.
The Deputy Speaker raises a very fundamental question. And allow
what are you doing as a senator? You can't just